Well, that was part of when I was in human relations director. It was part of my call. When in 1968, when the riots broke out at Harding High School in Western Reserve. Now, I'm an alumni of Harding High, and I knew the teachers over there. Some of them was there when I was in school, so we knew that well. Matter of fact, we trained our fighters up there at the time, and my coach Johnson was still teaching up there, so he still hang around the high school, quite a bit. So at the time, Ernest Shaver had just won National Golden Gloves, as I said, in '68. And when the riots broke out, the mayor called a fire chief. We had a new fire chief at the time. The other one had retired. Called me. He said, "Well," and they know I was in the JC's, Junior Chamber of Commerce. That was another activity. I was the first black person elected to become a member of the Junior Chamber of Commerce for young business people. And I know at least a half a dozen people similar to myself, they blackballed me, couldn't let them join the Warren JCs. So I was the first black to become a member of the JCs. And while I was there, we worked at youth and sports. I was the state director for the youth track meet they have every summer. It's a national organization over the world. And some of our stars like Paul Warfield, and that's to name a few, just one of them anyway, that come through that program. And a lot of them went on to college and did great things. And
Donna Cole.
Donna Cole, she was a prospective from there. She went for the Olympic trials in track. And she had two older brothers and cousins. They was active, with many boxers. But it's too many kids that came in my group. It's too many to count. And I recall when I was at the fire department, and I was telling you, I didn't finish about when I was over there, Cheryl, that they gave me my own bed, okay? Because there were 3 beds upstairs, 4 beds upstairs. The lieutenant officer had a little bedroom by himself, and there was 3 other beds in there upstairs for 3 fighters, okay? So, but 2 other, it was always the lieutenant and 2 fellas, so it was 2 empty beds. So they gave me the one over in the window, that was my bed. So whenever in the fire department, I had to take my clothes, my bed clothes home to wash them when and bring them back and make my bed up. I was always sleeping in that bed, okay? And some people might laugh about this. I didn't necessarily want to sleep behind them, no way, okay? Because I was listening to Malcolm X and Elijah Muhammad talk about white folks with devils and all that crazy stuff. So they threw the rabbit in the briar patch, really, okay? I did it for a couple of years. But the guys I was working for, I didn't realize he was white, because they were just that close, and we was that close together. In the fire service, you sleep together, you eat together, and all that, okay? One thing, I didn't drink coffee anyway, okay? So when I first went there, I was not drinking coffee, so they drinking coffee all day, and I had to make it like I just stopped drinking coffee, which it I saved money too, because everybody in the house had to pay for that, but I saved that. But for the most part, the 2 guys I worked with for the most part was Coach Lalo Saboshan, my lieutenant, and Clyde Boner, who became a millionaire while he was at the fire department with his trucking business, okay? And because Clyde grew up in the country, he'd never been around black people. He never served in the military, okay? And when he got to me, he didn't know what colored folks were. But he had more black people in his trucking business that he had made him rich, because some guy could drive trucks. He helped him get licensed, the whole thing. So he benefited as a result of that. And I've been some of his guys worked for him. I was able to sell houses to him, okay? So, and I was the junior team, JCs and NAACP. I was vice president and second vice president of the NAACP under Attorney Breckenridge and Attorney Robinson, okay? Eventually, they tried to make me the president, but I was involved in other things, so I never did. But I was a worker, and we was able to get people who was active in the community, like